Hey, are you somebody who's been trying to lose weight, but you've been stuck? You've been working your butt off at the gym, you've been dropping your calories big time, and you just can't seem to get the number on the scale to budge at all? Well, I'm gonna help you out right now, and I'm gonna teach you why that happens and how you can get through that plateau. Call it a plateau because we might be making progress, and then it just stuck. You're just stuck. You can't make any more progress, and it levels out for quite some time. So what we want to do is bust through that plateau, or maybe even avoid it ever happening in the first place. So here's how you do that. We're gonna talk about calories right now, but I'm not gonna count calories or tell you how many you should be eating. That's an individual thing, which is great. We can do that another time. But for right now, I want you to know how your body works and why this is happening and what to do about it. All right, so check this out. We've got a graph here for calories. We want to talk about how many calories you're eating over time. So it's a graph over time. And this is very important. All right, so right here you'll see BE. I'm gonna put another line on this graph, and this line is representing your break-even point. Break-even is essentially the amount of calories that your body's gonna burn on a daily basis, on average. And that is because it just takes calories, it takes energy to be alive and to function, but also for physical activity. So when you're moving around throughout the day, you're burning calories as you go, in your workouts, even at work, wherever. So that's the amount of calories you burn each day. All right, well, know this, if you eat above your break-even point, that's called a surplus of calories. And that is where you are theoretically going to gain weight, right? But your break-even point means if you eat below that number, then you're going to lose weight. That's a deficit. We want to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. That's how it works, theoretically. And I say theoretically because it does work up until a certain point. And that's where time comes in to play a factor here. Because if you stay at a caloric deficit, let's just say, for instance, right here, you're eating super low calories, and you stay down here, somewhere around here, for a long time, well, your body's gonna get used to that. It's gonna know that it can expect this amount of calories, and so you wanna realize that the calories are fuel. Food is fuel. Calories are your body's energy source. So if you're only giving it that many calories, and it knows that, then what's gonna happen? It's gonna be prepared. It's only gonna expect that many calories. So therefore, it's gonna gain efficiency, and ultimately, this is not good. You don't want your body to adapt to a low calorie level. So what happens is it's used to this, and then you eat a little bit more, and you gain fat, right? You've probably been there, you've probably experienced it, not good. Or let's say you go, all right, I'm gonna eat less then. So my new break-even point is what you might consider this. You're gonna eat less. And if you eat less, you should lose weight, right? No, it doesn't work that way. Because there's another line that we haven't drawn on here yet. We're gonna go right here. This red line is going to represent BMR. That's your basal metabolic rate. So that's the amount of calories it takes for your body just to survive, just to function without physical activity, without walking to the car, without your workouts, just going through your daily, just being alive, right? So you don't ever want to go below that number, whatever it is for you. If you go below that number once in a while, it's not the end of the world. I mean, you've heard all the talk about fasting and everything, right? It's fine. But consistently, long term, bad news. You're not giving your body the fuel it needs, the energy it needs to thrive, to survive, to function. So we need to stay above this number as much as possible. All right, so hopefully we're all clear on that. But you might say, all right, well, what the heck am I supposed to do, Randy? Well, I want you to get comfortable with the above your break-even line, because this is where you have a surplus of energy. This is where you've got excess calories. You've got energy to spare. This is a good place to be. You want to spend as much time up there as possible. If you hang out up here always, yeah, you're probably gonna gain some weight. And that's not what we're after, right? But I'm gonna teach you how to manipulate this so that you can get there and have it not work against you, but work for you. All right, so let's say you've been hovering here forever, for a long time, and you're like, all right, well, I know I can't go down, but if I go up, I'm gonna gain weight, right? Yeah, if you shoot that calorie amount straight up, sure, your body's not ready for that. So you're gonna give it a whole bunch of extra calories and it's just gonna store it as fat. So instead, what we wanna do is step it up slowly over time. Slowly over time. So from here to here, we've covered a lot of time there, right? So let's allow your body to keep up. Allow your body to increase its metabolism in order to burn more calories and keep up with the amount of food that you're putting into it. You're gonna find that on this journey, as you increase your calories over several weeks, you're going to have more energy, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna have a better mood, you're just gonna function better, and you might not be as sick as often. Life just gets a lot better when you eat more calories, all right? Especially if they're good quality, clean calories, that is. But what we wanna do is get you up here and hang out up here for a little while, above that break-even point. And then here, you might say, but Randy, I'm gonna gain weight. Well, you might. It's not usually the case, but when you're up here, if you're above that break-even point far enough and for long enough, let's say you do gain some weight, but it's okay because you're working out like an animal, right? That's the idea. You wanna work out with some intensity. And I'm not talking about just cardio, but I'm talking also strength training. Therefore, you're gonna gain some muscle. A little bit of muscle, just a few pounds is good. Let's say you gain 5 pounds. Anything beyond that is extraordinarily hard anyways. So don't fear gaining too much muscle. But gaining 5 pounds, no problem. That's like this much. Spread out all over your whole body, won't even notice it. You're gonna burn an extra 50 calories per pound of muscle. So that's another 250 calories per day that you're burning because you gained a little bit of muscle. So we wanna invest some time up here, building just a tiny bit of muscle above your break-even point, and then we've gotten your metabolism racing. So after that, it's time to go back to your deficit. So when we go back to your deficit, throwing your body for a loop, it's used to burning this many calories up here, right? So if you shock your body and you go down here and you're consuming this many calories, well, it's used to that. So in order to burn that many calories, because that's what it's used to doing, it's going to need to pull energy from your fat storage. So that's how you burn fat, is you shock your body that way. And then, of course, keep burning calories with your workouts. So once you've invested the time, you've built a little bit of muscle, you drop your calories, you lose some weight, and if you start plateauing again, then what do? Boom, go back up later. Now, I don't want you to get the wrong impression. This isn't like a yo-yo thing that happens very quickly. This is a longer, slower, drawn-out process. How long are these phases? It's gonna be on an individual basis and based on your needs and also your goals. So it differs per person. But I want you to just know, you don't wanna be afraid and terrified of more calories. It's about how do you manipulate your calories over time and make it work with your workouts too. So I hope that this has shed a little bit of light on why always eating a super low calorie diet does not work. All right, it's very important that you understand that you will remain stuck forever if you keep your low calorie diet forever. If you increase your calories from good, clean, quality calories, then you're going to thrive. You're gonna feel great. You're not gonna be sick so much. So let's focus on this. And if you want some more help with this, that's what professionals are here for. That's what, I'm educated on this stuff, so I am here to help you. It's what we do. So let's take advantage of that and let's make this a great year. Let's make it the time that you finally bust through that plateau and thrive and feel great. All right, I hope that this has been helpful and that you've learned something. And again, comment, like, share, and spread the wealth, and let's have a great time. All right, thank you so much. See you later.